my first stream. Of course, it's going to be a bunch of technical setup, making sure everything's going well for the first part. But otherwise, hello everybody. Oh god. Hold on. Let's see, we're checking the YouTube stream. We're checking the Twitch stream. Oh god, what happened? Oh, here we go. I always thought I'd, feel more comfortable with this, getting through and checking everything. But, ever since, like, the internet and streaming ever started, things have become more and more complicated with how to stream. So, bear with me. Here we go. And last but not least, a little bit of self-promo stuff and some of the other channels that I'm in. Oh man, why is that still my about? It's showing me about for like some like Valorant joke I had a while ago. It's okay, I might change it another time. For now, I think everything's running. But if anything else isn't working, if anyone watches VOD back and is like, Jake, no one can hear you, no one can see you, no one knows what's going on right now, let me know. I'll try to fix it for next time. But hello everybody, my name is Kawika, and that is my screen name. Anyone that feels free, they can call me Jake, that's my first name. But here I am, it's my first stream, trying to, just relax a little bit before I have to head out later today. I got D&D tonight, but I've always wanted to start streaming and recording video games in a sense to present to people, because one, it's one of my favorite things to do in the world. I think video games can provide people such a great sense of escapism, such a great sense of joy, a great learning tool as well. So wrapping that all into something that I most just enjoy to do, and putting that on a platform to share with people, I think sounded like one of the most fun things I could do with my time. So let me know what you guys think with, what kind of games you guys like to see me play. Anything that you feel like looks more fun to enjoy and explore together as like a community for whoever wants to join in. But this is probably my favorite game to play right now. If any of you are unfamiliar with Magic the Gathering, this is what we're going to be playing today. Magic the Gathering is over 30 years old, I would say. I don't know, somebody else knows a little bit better than me. I started playing in college around 2014-ish. That's when some roommates... camera. There we go. That's when some roommates and some friends of mine in college got me into it, helped me buy some decks and figure all this out. And if you haven't given this a try, and you're a fan of card games in the least bit, I would very strongly recommend this for you. I've tried a few other kinds of card games like Yu-Gi-Oh before. I play the Pokemon Pocket game on the mobile phone, which has become more of a pack opening simulator for me lately. It's been a lot of, oh cool, it's this card. Look at this card, everybody. And I'll show it to my friends. I'll show it to my fiance. But the gameplay leaves much more to be desired, I would say. So with Magic the Gathering, I would say this game provides you a lot of different ways to express how you like to play games, how you want to interact with your opponents, and basically how you want to win. Um, and there's so many different ways to play this game. But those of you that'll probably jump in this chat will probably know. Oh, let me set my category. Whatever. Um, but those of you know that there's so many different ways to play this game. My favorite format actually is limited, the draft formats that we have here. I wish Final Fantasy Draft was up. It's not. This is kind of just like I don't know, like a pre-made deck kind of format. Good for new players. Um, but right now, Dustmorn House of Horrors is live. And so I am so excited to play this because it's one of my favorite things, one of my favorite formats that has been out in so many years. So give me a second. I'm doing a few more technical stuff. We're going to jump into this draft a little bit. I'm trying to set my category. There we go. Whoa, what's going on? What's going on? Computer's being weird. Keyboard's being weird. Aha! I'm figuring it out, everybody. Now, most of the time I figured this would be the kind of thing you do before the stream. But here we are. You're doing this with me. We're experiencing it together. And I'm glad you are. Alright, I think that's it. I think that'll be about it. But for now, from what I saw, everything looks pretty good. Oops. Let me shrink this down a little bit. There we go. Excuse me, everybody. Get some drinks. And we'll hop into here 1 second. Alright. For those of you that aren't familiar with this set, at least, if you could guess from staring at the big old eyeball on your screen, it's kind of a horror set. So this set's kind of like themed for like old school horror movies and everything, which I'm not a fan of horror movies per se. But it's interesting because I kind of like the horror aesthetic for like video games and artwork and certain stuff and certain pieces. But you get me in a room with a horror movie, I'm probably just gonna walk out. That being said, Dustmorn, like I said a little bit earlier, one of the most amazing sets they put out recently. The only thing I like more than that's been out recently is Final Fantasy. I just think there's so many different ways to build the decks and the archetypes that they provide for you in Dustmorn. And so we're going to jump into it, see what we can build. There's a bunch of different archetypes, but this rare, of course, is always a good one. Unstoppable Slasher, 2 and a black for a 2/3 zombie assassin. When it deals damage, combat damage to a player, they lose half their life rounded up. When the creature dies, if it has no counters, it comes back to the battlefield tapped with two stun counters on it. So they lose like over half their health every time. They lose about half their health every time I smack them with this thing. Come on, camera. And his Death Touch kills anything it fights. Once they kill it, it comes back. It's just so hard to deal with. So that's probably what we're going to grab. I love Hand That Feeds. A great 2-drop. Great attacking creature. Untimely Malfunction, not the best. This is the first time I've drafted Duskmourn in a long time. Yeah, there's not too much I like besides like Glimmerlight, the Hand That Feeds. Not even that Plane Cycler's that good. So we got the Unstoppable Slasher coming through. That's our first pick for pack 1. So Osseous Stick Twister. Oh, this card is pure dopamine. If anyone wants to play this format and just take as many Osseous Stick Twisters as I can. 2/2 lifelink. If it's got Delirium, there are 4 more card types among cards in your graveyard. Each opponent may sacrifice a non-land permanent of their choice or discard a card. Then the creature deals damage to its power each opponent who didn't sacrifice or discard something. So it's just a 2/2 lifelink, but if you have Delirium, it's gonna just be blasting your opponent for 2, gaining you 2 life each turn, which that's no joke still. Otherwise, they start sacrificing things, and it's a horrible time. Other things I would take is probably Unable to Scream, good removal spells. Yeah, these aren't great black cards. So I'm looking to be a sort of a black Delirium deck. Usually that involves, I think, black-green is what I want to be looking for. The other archetypes for black aren't, like, super amazing. But the more I can get in the graveyard, the better it is for this. Killer's Mass, 2 and a black. Lets me manifest Dread when it comes in, and I attach it. So it's 2 and a black for a 2/2 menace, pretty much. But Say Its Name is kind of, it's a good spell that just lets me fill my graveyard up. And if I do become the green deck, that just gets me the Altanek Thrice Called, because as you can see, there's so much to read on all these cards. It's a very simple, very fun game. Don't you guys know? Is it quiet? It's quiet. Let me know here. I can turn the mic up a little bit more. Let me know if it's me or you, Mr. Right Stage Arts. Welcome to the stream. But again, Say Its Name would probably be the thing that lets me mill 3 cards to return a creature or land to my hand. The rest of the Texas lets me get like a big old 9/7 if I happen to grab that. But being the graveyard deck with the black cards, I kind of just want to fill my graveyard with a bunch of good stuff. Alright, pick 4, Ticket Booth. Amazing card. Lets me manifest Dread and gives things double strike while it attacks. This is a little bit hard. What's this one? Cynical Loner. Can't be blocked by Glimmers. If it's survival, if it's tapped by second main phase, I can search my library for a card, put it into my graveyard, and then shuffle. While that helps a little bit fill my graveyard, I'd rather just have something more reliable. Probably like the 7/6. Big ol' 7/6 trample is very good. That's a good enough creature. And if I'm really trying to put stuff into my graveyard, I can just force cycle this. That's a creature that's very easy to put into my graveyard. So I'm thinking about that. Otherwise, I would probably grab Ticket Booth, maybe to splash. Because green-red Delirium is such a good archetype, I wouldn't feel opposed to just try to build a Jund Delirium deck. But let's do the safe pick and just stick with 2 colors for now. Okay, a bunch of red cards. I don't think any of these red cards really I want, though. Because the Vicious Clown's just very mediocre. Ripshin Razorkin, I like. It helps you draw stuff. It's so fragile. That's the biggest downside of this. It's got 3 toughness, right? It dies to like almost anything that wants to kill it. Bashful Bestie is probably the best one for me in this pack. Because there are a bunch of removal spells. I do need more removal at some point. Unable to Scream pick 5 is kind of very surprising for me, because that's an amazing card. I don't want to make a Sultai Delirium deck because there's not much in blue that lets you fill up your graveyard. I think just getting the Beastie and letting it die as a creature that fills my graveyard, and then Manifest Dread that fills my graveyard, that all is very good news for me. Alright, what's next? Fear of Infinity. Now this is where I could splash blue, but I have no enchantments right now. Yeah, 0 enchantments. And this comes back if I get enchantments back to my hand. What's this one? Derelict Attic. Draw 2, lose 2. And when it attacks, get Death Touch till end of turn. I'm thinking I just want the Terramorphic Expanse, because that just lets me fill my graveyard. And if I find something else I want to splash, that's good. Oh, there's an Irreverent Gremlin? We might be playing Jund, everybody. This card's pure dopamine. It's nothing but dopamine if you just get a bunch of small things. Yeah, we're gonna grab that real fast before it leaves us. Oh yeah, because now the black's kind of drying up. I have this green-red land that I kind of want to play, or I would play. Otherwise, like this counter spell is not that great. The Vigilance, 5/7, very mediocre. It's a big creature. I don't really enjoy it. It's not going to help me win the game that often, though, because it doesn't hit that hard. So I'm taking the land. We're going to see if we can build some sort of Jund deck. Infernal Phantom, yeah. These are all just, like, enchantment cards. As you can see, there's a bunch of different card types in the set. So, again, being able to fill my graveyard and turn Delirium on, because I need, what is it, like four different card types for this Delirium mechanic to work. If I just get a bunch of lands that go to the graveyard, enchantments that also go to the graveyard at some point, I think that'd be good. But right now, to balance my deck out, I kind of just want this land. See if I can build anything from there. Yeah, because now at this point, everything's drying up a little bit. I guess this is an okay combat trick. I'm not really planning on playing Horrid Vigor, making something indestructible with Death Touch. Fear of Lost Teeth is probably the best pick here. I'm not like a huge fan of it because it's kind of just a 1-mana 1/1. It doesn't really do too much besides that. But it's an enchantment and a creature if it dies. And that's 2 card types right away to go to the graveyard. So right now, really good pick for me. And we're just going to take some black cards. Stake our claim. Let everybody know that I'm taking black. Not them. It's me. Oh, God. That leaves me with taking horrible black cards like Cackling Slasher. Alright, these are all horrible. I'm putting these in the sideboard. Alright, pack 2. We got more lands if I really needed it. But this is what I was talking about. If we get 2 more Say It's names, we can kind of just search this out of our graveyard and just destroy people. Get a 9/9 trample after casting 6 mana worth of cards. I think that's a good deal for me. I would grab Most Valuable Slayer otherwise. Fear of Being Hunted. It's a good card, actually. I would get that if I was more like confident I was playing all the red cards. I grabbed these because I wasn't so sure what we were going to be playing. But I want the Altenac. That's exactly what I want right now. It's being able to fill my graveyard a little bit more and search out this massive 9/9. Tale of Tameo. This does nothing because we have to get a Tameo Planeswalker. Monstrous Emergence. That's a great card. As an additional cost, this creature to the spell, choose a creature card you control, reveal it from your hand, or you reveal a creature card from your hand and it deals damage to its power to target creature you control or target creature you choose. That's only 2 mana. So really, even if I don't have this on the battlefield, I can just reveal the 9/9 and it deals 9 to something. I would get a Killer's Mask. We need more 3-drops. That is something we do need. But I need more removals, first of all. That's the first thing I need. Ooh, 2 Altenacs. That's tempting. Sacrifice creature. Manifest Dread is also just a good 2-drop. If I take this Altenac, that means it's going to be really difficult for me to justify taking any other big stuff as I go along. How many other 2-drops do I have? 5 2-drops. I'm not even sure I'm playing this Irreverent Gremlin. That leaves me with not a lot of 2-drops. You know what? I already grabbed my Altenac. Let me grab my Manifest Dread to help me fill up my graveyard more. I just want some early plays, and if the Altenac wheels, we're going to snag that. Alright, what's coming on next? More removal, more stuff I don't really want. Ooh, a Spine Seeker Centipede? This is probably the best common in the set, or best green common at least. I would get a Under the Skin as well, because that just lets me pick stuff up back from my graveyard, and recursion and just grinding through stuff is really, really good in this set. But I would be hard pressed if I didn't actually just take my first Spine Seeker Centipede, because it's so good. I would like to wheel the Under the Skin, but we'll see what comes back. Not very hopeful, since we're getting a little bit further down the down the pick order. Now we have a Flesh Burrower, which is probably the pick, honestly. Good 2 mana play. But I'm not against actually grabbing some mana fixing. Let's see, how many other... I'd take this out. How many other cards are we actually playing? Only got like 11 cards. I do need to fill out my curve. I need 3 drops. But it's better to just have better lands. I hate having all basic lands, guys. It's the worst feeling in the world. Mana fixing is so important. So ridiculously important. There's our second Say Its Name. Here we go. It gives us one more pack to try and find it at least. Or the third one. I could take Popular Egotist. Sacrifice a creature or enchantment. It gains indestructible in a turn. Tap it. When I sack a permanent, opponent loses 1 life, I gain 1 life. This is more for the red-black sack deck. When you're trying to sacrifice a bunch of stuff. I kind of just want to fill out my curve. More Say Its Names. More fill in my graveyard. Oh, there's the third one. Here we go. So again, a reminder. Now that we have this third one, we get 2 other cards. We can exile this and 2 other cards. Search my graveyard, hand, and or library for Altenac, the Thrice Cult. Put it onto the battlefield. So again, 9 mana card. 3 or 6 mana worth of plays through it. But now it's very, very concerning what I actually want to do. I might just grab another Say Its Name. Because again, if this mills 3 cards and I just mill over 2 other Say Its Names, that's it. That's it. I can get Altenac back. So the more Say Its Names I have, the easier it is to throw a 9/9 on the battlefield. Otherwise, Glimmerlight's probably the best pick right now. I could take the Blazemire Verge. More mana fixing for red cards I'm probably not going to play. But Glimmerlight, very sneaky 2-drop that actually is very good. It makes a 1/1 when it comes in, and you can equip this for 1. Gives the creature +1/+1. It's just very efficient equipment. And just throwing out a blocker, a 1/1 if you need to. Good enough, honestly. We're filling out the end of the curve. I don't think I'm really playing any of this. Anthropete's probably the only thing I would play, but Anthropete sucks. Just, you know, if you haven't played this format, Anthropete sucks. Resurrected Cultist. Ooh, yeah. I'll play this one. This one's like more of... I'm glad I got this late, because it helps me, like, get through. And same thing with Cynical Loner. Again, I kind of saw Cynical Loner a while back. And I think Resurrected Cultist is in the same, like, boat as this, to where they're good in the Delirium deck, but if you can get them, like, last picks, they're great payoffs, but not super powerful payoffs. So, you know, just having them in there, that along with other things that are filling your graveyard, is very, very good. For our third pack, it's not too much I really like from here. Chainsaw, honestly, is so good. It's probably worth the splash. It's only 2 mana. Yeah, it's 1 red. And I have 2 Bleeding Woods. Yeah. Chainsaw's the pick here. Because what else am I going to get? Bashful Beastie? Just a 5/4? That's very underwhelming. Get the Chainsaw, deals 3 damage to something. When creatures die, I get a rev counter. And then I equip whatever it equips to, gets +X+0, where it's the number of rev counters on it. It kills things so ridiculously fast, guys. During Tenacity is okay. I think I might just pick it because it's a 4-drop. It's not the shiniest 4-drop, really. But, again, I have 0 4-drops in my deck. I don't know, 4/4 might just be better than a 4/3. Because I'm not gaining life anywhere in this deck. And double black is a pain in the ass to cast. I'm just going to take Conductive Machete, actually. That'll be better. That lets me manifest Dread and fills my graveyard. That's a better 4-drop, I would say, than any of the other options that were given to me then. Because right now we're pretty starkly in that red, or in the black-green deck that we're building. Got a lot of graveyard stuff. Fanatic of Harrowing, I don't think I'm playing this. It's a 4-drop in case I feel like I'm completely strapped for 4-drops and this is a horrible situation. But this is going to the sideboard. Rootwise Survivor. This is a good Delirium payoff. It's a 5-mana 3/4 haste. It's survival. It's okay. It's good. Not Delirium. Ignore me. I don't know English enough. But if it's tapped at the second main phase, I put 3 counters on a land I control. It becomes a 0/0 elemental in addition to its other types. So it's like, it's not like super big right away. But if this comes in fast and they don't have a blocker because it's got haste, you just start turning all your lands into 3/3s and having a big old army. That's scary. That is a scary card, so I want that one. Dashing Bloodsucker is probably the 4-drop I will play, though. This is not exciting. And I don't think I really have any enchantments. I got 1 enchantment. Check that out as my 1-drop. Glimmerlight technically counts as the other enchantment. But at 2/5 to block, it's probably the best option I have as a 4-drop right now. Yeah, and then we're getting lower down in the pick order. Again, none of these I would ever play. Balemerc Leech seems like an alright 2-drop. Just does not give you enough value. There's not enough enchantments in black. Vile Mutilator. This is a good card for red, usually. I got sack a creature and enchantment. When it enters, an opponent has to sacrifice creatures or enchantments. I think it's the pick here. I don't know if I'm actually including it in my deck. It's very good. Very, very good. I don't know if I have that many expendable creatures to throw away like that. Spectral Snatcher, not bad. This would be this is an alright pick I would throw in here. Because again, it's a Swamp Cycler. At the very least, I can throw it away for a land. We're not playing Cracked Skull. It's 3 mana for a Thoughtseize effect. That takes too long. It takes way too long to go to turn 3 and say, let me take something out of your hand, when they've already played their best plays. Best early plays, at least. The Cautious Survivor, 4-drop I would play. Actually, yeah, because then that only gets me to 3 4-drops. We're going to have to go look at all this. We're grabbing the rare. We're not playing the rare, but it's a shiny rare. How many do I have in my collection? Only 2 out of 4. Check it out, guys. The economy's doing great over here for me. Filling out my collection. We're just taking what we can now. Yeah. All the Horrid Vigors we're never going to play. All the horrible combat tricks. Alright. A few cuts we have to make. We're putting the Bleeding Woods in. Keep 1 mountain, because that lets our Spineseeker Centipede snatch that out of the library. it's probably the 2-drop slot we gotta look at, huh? Chainsaw. I really want the chainsaw. Keep it in here. And if they kill the chainsaw, that's an artifact in the graveyard. Always happy for that. Say its name. Killer's Mask. Yeah. Because I'm not... Yeah, it's got to be some 2-drops. I'm not really willing to cut anything else because you want the good curve to go through everything that's happening. Oh, Given to Violence. We're not playing Given to Violence. Getting a +2/+2 and lifelink is just very mediocre. So that leaves me thinking Cynical Loner. Probably. Yeah. Because, yeah, it's 2-mana 3/1, but there's nothing that exciting about it, really. There's plenty of things in this format that get bigger than the 3/1. And yeah, it might get me my land to fill up my graveyard. But I'm not like super Delirium, right? I have Delirium payoffs and I want to turn it on, obviously. But really, I kind of just want to stall the game, see how long I can get to like start milling my Say Its names and throw out my Ultinax. Because I have 4 Say Its names. That's actually very good for this deck. So Cynical Loner, we're gonna cut that. Let's see what it looks like from here. Yeah, decent enough. I got a low curve, but I'm hoping that means it'll be easier to make my plays and be easy to not die quickly. Alright, so if you guys are enjoying this, please give me a follow on Twitch, subscribe to my YouTube channel on either stream you're at. I should have the description below. If not, I'll fix it for next stream. Appreciate all of you guys. Thank you, Right Stage Arts, for the follow. And here we go, round 1 with our green-black graveyard deck. Splash the Chainsaw, because we love chainsaws. Alright, here we go. We're starting off. No swamps. Very horrible start. But honestly, if I draw just one more land, I'm going to be able to throw them out my 4-drop. And mulliganing and limiteds is like, it feels like the worst thing in the world. And I got swamps in my deck, right? There's swamps in my deck. I'll draw them. That's how Magic works. Oh, I'm terrified. That's an Inquisitive Glimmer, guys. If you haven't played that, that's a scary card too. Normally, you'll have this card, mix enchantments and unlock stuff for rooms a lot cheaper. And playing all of this stuff looks a lot better when you have all these enchantments. Holy shit, bro. Oh, God. Alright, so this is the part where you look at it and you're happy for your opponent at this point. This is the part of the game where you go, man, I'm so glad my opponent was able to put together such a cool deck. Isn't that cool for him, guys? Oh, man, he's stunning my thing. He got his meat locker. He's going to start attacking. I can't block any of these, really. I should block his 4/3 just to have him not draw a card. Yeah. Stay at a high life total. Make sure he doesn't draw too many cards. He's already drawn 2 cards off this thing, which is an absolute nightmare scenario. But here we go. Here's my 4/4. He can still get in the air because he's got a 2/1. Still horrible news for me. Let's see what else he has. Oh, he's putting this on top. This is horrible news, guys. All right. So again, I'm so happy for him. I'm so happy for him. You guys wouldn't believe how happy I am for this guy right now. Yeah, because now, like, my plan was to have this lifelinker gain me life so I don't die to everything. But I'm not sure if that's going to happen. Okay, we don't quite lose, I don't think. He's going to be able to draw stuff. He doesn't need to draw more cards. He's probably just going to play things to kill me. Alright. We're being good Magic players. We're playing it all the way out. I'm equipping. I have a 3/6. See, I got a defense, guys. See, check this out. See? See? I'm so happy for him. All right, that was a good game. Good game. Good game. All right. We go on to the next one. Next one. Don't worry, we'll get back up. I don't need to be in gold that very long. Right? Neither does that guy, because obviously he's so good at the game. He should not be in gold. He should just skyrocket ahead of me, right? Mostly I care about the rank rewards at the end of the season. That's what I go for, because you just get up. The higher you go, more gold you get for extra stuff. And that means free drafts, everybody. Free drafts. That's the goal, at least. Be so good at Magic the Gathering that you just play for free over and over again. All right. Round 2. Raphaelism. All right. I kind of like this opening hand. Again, 2 lands, but I got 2 Say Its names, and I can exile this and put it on from my hand onto the battlefield too. For Ultinac, man, I gotta fix this camera. It's too either too high or too low. Too low. That's what it is. There we go. Getting a little bit better. Waiting for our opponent. Thinking about which land they should play. Let's play our Say Its name. We'll mill 3 cards. I get a land or a creature. And this land comes back. Get in for 1. Make him feel the pressure. Make him feel the pressure. And honestly, because it's a good thing too, because it lets me get more lands. It helps me get lands to my Bashful Beastie. That's really what I'm looking for right now. Let's play Resurrected Cultist. As much as I want to mill my graveyard, using all your mana every turn, best thing you can do most of the time. As taught to me by the other people that are good at this game. Ooh, that's a scary card. 3/2 Solid Blade Skin Ripper. He's going to start sacking his own stuff, which at first you think, why would you ever do that? Don't you want stuff? And most of the time you'd be right. But not if you're the red-black deck. That's the scary part about the red-black deck. The Vile Muta. Yeah, I'll take the Vile Muta later. Because at some point I'll draw more lands, right? If not, that's fine. It'll be fine. I got 5 lands. What more? How could I need more than 5 lands? Except for when I need 7 lands. You know? It's just the dilemma that we face as Magic players. Do I want lands to play the cool spells? Or do I want cool spells? Very, very hard decisions. Opponent's going to combat. Let's see what they got. They got nothing else to play. Well, he's swinging. So he could sack something. Put a 1/1 counter on it. I don't trust this. Because, well, I have a bunch of stuff in my graveyard. And if I block, because I don't want that to live. That's one of his best cards. If I double block, I'm scared he's going to just, like, give it, like, a bunch of power and toughness. But I think it's the best thing for me to do, because next turn, if he really doesn't have anything else he wants to do, I'm just going to get this back to the graveyard. Oh, okay. I'm okay with that, honestly. That 4/1's super expendable. This is why it's very low in my pick order. Because it's a very expendable card. Wow, he's just passing the turn. Alright. I'll play my 5/4, actually. Because I can get this back anytime. And I keep drawing my land, so let's use all my mana. What you got, Raphael? He's got a murder. Good card. But that lets me manifest stuff. Oh, my chainsaw. That's sad. That's okay. So if you guys don't know Manifest Dread, what this does is it lets me look at the top 2 cards in my library, and I pick one of these, and it becomes a 2/2, and it goes face down. But if it's a creature, I can pay the mana cost and flip it up later. So we're gonna mill the chainsaw because I don't have any red mana anyways, and it's not a creature. And next turn, we're gonna flip up this 7/6, give him a nice little surprise. Little surprise. Ooh, that's scary. I don't like that. This means we might not attack. We might block next turn. Yeah, we just take the 4 because he's got a 4/4 haste that just makes a bunch of shit. And I hate that. I hate it. So, we pass the turn. Let him attack again. He's allowed to make another 1/1. But we'll see if he has any responses to the 7/6. Ooh, Jolly Balloon Man's very scary. Yeah, he's just going to make another 4/4. He's going to slam me with it. And he's going to make like 2 more 1/1s out of that. Again, I hate this. Oh, it makes a 1/1 flyer. I hate this, guys. He's going to make so many 1/1s. I need some removal. That's what I need. Either removal or I'm just going to start playing a bunch of big stuff and going crazy at him. Which, big stuff, going crazy at him, probably the best option I'm seeing right now. So, let's block. He can try to do something. He probably won't. I have a 7/6. What you got? Alright. That's it. Don't kill my 7/6 again. I need blockers. Alright, that's good. Because he can make 1/1 flyers now, but he cannot continue to make a bunch of little 1/1 tokens. Huh. I have to sacrifice something if I play this. Don't want to. I'd rather play the cultist and do that. Alright, so let's go attacking. Playing defense isn't how we win the game. You gotta get him down to 0. God damn it, camera. Stream, if you want me to get a better camera, let me know. If it's frustrating you as much as it's frustrating me, let me know. But here's our Altenac. I got a 9/9. It's going to be hard for him to kill that. Unless he just has a hard removal spell. But when it becomes a target of a spell or ability, I get to draw a card. And technically, I have lethal on board. This is 16 damage. So, and these both have trample. So, all that's pretty good news. He can make 1/1s and make something unblockable with, yeah, make a small creature unblockable. Okay. Draw a card. He loses 2 life. Now we see how much he attacks. The old math game. The old, are you going to do math now or later? Right? Because math now includes his attacks, my attacks, and see what happens. Math later is probably just sit back on defense and see what happens. I don't think he attacks. Attacking is probably not the best move for him. Because he can still block the 7/6 at some point. Alright, he's going in. He's going in. We're getting our cultists back, guys. Right? Our lands. Yep. Swing at you for the 7/6. So I can block something. He's only got, what? 6 damage on the board? I have a 7/6 trampler. So he needs to kill this, or he needs to not attack. That's what he needs to do. And he's got one card in hand. I'm feeling a lot better about this, actually. Oh, he's splashing the Jolly Blue Man. I see. He's got too many lands. Drawn too many lands. That's what happens. And I've also drawn a lot of lands. I also have massive things to put into play. I have extra things to do with my mana from the graveyard. Ooh. He does kill it. He's just swinging with everything. If he swings with everything, he loses. Okay. So, no blocks. Yeah, we just play this. Because this is flying and trample. So he's got to sack something. He's probably sacking his 2/2. Might sack the Jolly Blue Man. Yeah. Either way, we just play our land, pass the turn. And he's in the same situation. He's got to kill my 6/5. And he drew a land. That's GG's. Woo! Sweating a little bit. Just a little bit. Get me down to 6 health. But we did it. Don't worry, guys. This is proof I'm a good Magic player. Don't worry. You can trust me. When it comes to decisions of Magic the Gathering, I think I'm good. I think, at least. We're going to see how many drafts we get through today. I have to leave in... what was it? About 2 hours? A little over 2 hours. We're going to see if we can finish this draft. Maybe get another one in. Because Duskmorn draft is gone after today. So, if you're itching to play some of it, get on Arena right now. Play some. That's true. Vots, I could just pass the turn. That's a valid game action. But we all know I'm a good Magic player. Don't worry. That's what we're here for. Also, welcome, Vots. Glad to have you with us. You know, and I talk so much shit, and he just plays Clockwork Percussionist on turn 1 and ruins my day. So we're gonna see if we can stop him. Play our Osseous Stickweaver. 2/2 lifelink, honestly, good way to stop a 1/1. Unless he kills us. Oh, damn. Exercise. That's a good card. Exiling, artifact, enchantment, or creature with power 4 or greater. So, let's play Say Its Name. See what we got. I probably should have waited to play the land, but that's okay. We're going to play that. Maybe next turn we'll play the Chainsaw. Because again, right now I don't really have too much else going on, and I'd rather get a Chainsaw down. Start killing stuff. Ugh. That dies gets the other thing. I don't want to use Monstrous Emergence on that. I'd rather Chainsaw it. I can take another hit. What's the worst that could happen? That's the worst that could happen. But that's okay. I could still play Chainsaw and Monstrous Emergence in the next turn. Don't worry, guys. Stop panicking. Stop panicking because the red deck's playing so many things. I don't need this. Here's our Chainsaw. Getting it down. Let's see what he gets. Oh, shit. Enduring Courage. It's so bad. So now... yeah, I have to... we're going to use all our mana. Enduring Courage is a horrible card to see on the other side. Because now everything just... once he plays that, everything's going to get haste. And I'm going to get permanent crying. That's what happens. And even if I kill that, it's still bad. It's equip 3. Alright. We keep playing our lands. We keep hoping we don't die immediately. Here's my 2/5. Which, honestly, good blocker. Yeah, of all things I could have against an Enduring Courage, 2/5, not bad. Oh my god. He keeps playing things that make me sad. Ghostly Dancers is not a good time. Doesn't matter that he doesn't really have anything to unlock with it. He's still going to smash me in the air for 4? Oh my god. Alright. The time has come, guys. My 9/9 is here. Technically, I have a 2-turn clock. I can equip the chainsaw, the Altanak, as long as he's not blocking me. You know, we'll see how combat turns out. We'll see if he doesn't just play a million creatures and destroy me with this Enduring Courage. God. Alright, everybody hope any of these 4 cards are not an enchantment. Because those of you that don't know, he gets 3 ones when he plays enchantments. Holy shit. Alright, that's a GG. Oh, that's horrible news. He just keeps killing things. I say its name doesn't even do anything now. Because he exiled my Altanak. It's a horrible time, guys. But don't forget the happiness in all this is look at how bad he's beating me, honestly. This is crazy. So, when I lose, I like to see how badly I'm being beaten. And him playing Ghostly Dancers, and he's about to unlock this again and just smash me with another 5/1 haster flyer. That's a GG for me. I could play Say Its Name. Let's see what we get with Say Its Name. I don't even think there's anything in my deck that saves me. No. Because that doesn't have reach. Good game. Whew. Whew. Again, Dustmorn draft, so much fun. Tons of fun, guys. Check that out. Didn't you see how fun that was? How fun it is to just smash people with that red-white deck. Oh my goodness. I can't even be mad. Alright. Let's draw our Unstoppable Slasher this game. It's opening hand, Unstoppable Slasher. Because that was our pick 1, pack 1. There we go. I just have to beg, scream, and cry. That's all I gotta do. I don't like the fact that I don't have any 2-drops. But the most I have in my deck is 2-drops. Like if I'm likely to draw anything, it's a 2-drop. So, good deck. Or good hand. Good opening hand. And I can still play this Unstoppable Slasher. Not really the best start to fill up my graveyard. But it's better than mulliganing. Better than going down on resources. We're doing it. He starts off with his island. See? I got my 2-drop. We get my 2-drop. And it's exactly what we want. Helps me find something. Ooh, red, blue deck. The room deck. Very well known for not being the best deck in this format right now. But let's Tiger Mountain. I find it a lot of fun. The only time I had a good time with the room deck is when I did a Jeskai rooms deck. I had some of the red-blue rooms, but, you know, you add the white in there because blue-white is already one of the better archetypes in this entire format. So, if you just add the red rooms in there with all the enchantment synergies, I got a trophy with that deck. It was so much fun. I enjoyed it a ton. I was able to get I don't remember what it's called, but it's the room that, if you got like 7 different unlocked rooms, you just win the game. I was able to do it with the Jeskai room deck. Ton of fun. Not super efficient, but once it works, it's fun. Opponent having a hard time deciding what magic card to play. Oh, that's a good way to deal with it, honestly. I'm going to keep it on top because it's a very, very scary card. So, no reason not to just keep my Unstoppable Slasher. Let's see. He's attacking. Alright. So, I draw my Unstoppable Slasher, but first thing we do is play our Cautious Survivor, actually. Using up all our mana. Favorite insta-win is Frodo, Sauron's Bane. I haven't ever seen that in action yet. I imagine that's probably easier to do in Commander or Brawl rather than some sort of modern or deck. Um, but Frodo Sauron's Bane, very fun card. Um, I enjoy the Lord of the Rings set a lot. I still have my where is it? Oh, here it is. My Gladriel deck. Let me pull this out. Those of you that haven't seen the Lord of the Rings precon decks, they have the I got the blue green elf commander, Gladriel. It's kind of a voting deck. So whenever an elf comes in, you make everybody vote on something, and there's always the interesting psychology of you vote for what you don't want to happen. That way, um, everybody else thinks that's what you want, and they vote it the other way, and you're like, oh no, you voted against me. That's horrible, guys. I'm far behind now, but you one-two'd them, and you feel like a very smart Magic player. He's got so much mana up. Let's attack first, because I like attacking. Hitting people, fun times in Magic. Good times. See what you got. Nothing? Okay, that's good. I gain 2 life. Survival. He played right into my trap, guys. Now the survival's going off. Oh yeah, the ring tempting. I love the ring tempting mechanics. They're so much fun. Um, I'm wordy as a counterspell. I'm straight up wordy as a counterspell. So I'm gonna play something else. Counter it. No? Okay, that's fine. Oh, he's just drawing cards. Well, I'm very scared of that. Him drawing cards is a scary game action for him to do. I don't know. I'll wait for something else to happen. Excuse me. Opponent's still tanking on what's going on. Not sure which card to play. Ooh, he's going in. Are you going in? Yeah, I'll block. Again, most of the time I don't give a shit what happens to that 4-1. Especially, I just get in my graveyard. That's okay. That works for me. Alright, here's my unstoppable slasher. Do you have a counterspell? Yeah, there we go. Counterspell. Alright. Honestly, not too upset by that. As I played Fear of Imposters before. I hate that card. I hate playing that card. Because now, look at this. Look at how horrible this is for him. He's gonna give me this Vile Mutilator. I'm gonna flip up later. Probably next turn, because I have enough mana. And he's milling a Say Its Name for me. Look at how horrible that is for him. And it's a 2-2. Basically, it's just a 2-2 right now. Like, there's no reason for me not to just, like, chill. Because all of that's horrible news for him. Wish I had a land in my graveyard. Do I have a land? I do. What am I missing? Oh, I just got a bunch of creatures, sorceries, and lands. I'm a little bit low on some other things like enchantments or artifacts to just get in my graveyard. Dissection tools. This is also bad. This makes a massive Death Touch lifelinker 4/4. And you can just do this a bunch. I just gotta sacrifice things to crip it. Okay. So, Dissection Tools is a good card. Like, he has a 4/4 Death Touch lifelinker. That's gonna buy him so much time. And I don't like that aspect of any of this. But I think the best part about it is the fact that I can just kind of go over him with this. Yeah, because I'd... this 9/9's good. Probably a good blocker. We'll see if he does anything else. I don't know what else he could have for 2 mana. But I'm scared that he can just kind of like move this over to a bunch of stuff. Granted, he's out of cards. He's gonna have to start sacking things if he wants to do that. But he can make something like this can be a 5/4 Death Touch or lifelink, and that's scary. Is he moving it? Oh, okay. He wants to attack now? Target creature you control deals damage to power each other creature until end turn. Creature you control dies. Exile the top card of your library. You may play it till the next turn. Okay. So he's playing on probably like board wiping or something. So what I do, I block with my 4/4 because that's fine. We're gonna hold the Altarnac because I don't want that dying to some sort of death touch shenanigans. He can keep sacking his board. That's okay with me. No, he doesn't want to. That's fine. All right. So we're going for the 6/5. Smash him in the air. I'll block with a 2/2. It's fine if I need to. I might just chump block. So again, most of the I'm okay with him just wanting to like sack a bunch of stuff. If he like sacks something to get like a death toucher, and then just like kills everything because of that, that's okay with me, honestly. Because I could still bring this back. Because I'm about to have delirium if he kills this. I can bring my 4/1 back, block all this, block some sort of death touch shenanigans. And then what I can do, actually, a little bit later in the game, hopefully I'll find one of my other Say-Its names, because I can just cast this and then later exile some stuff and get my Altarnac back with my Say-Its names. It all depends on what he wants to do. Alright, he's sacking his stuff. Here comes the 5/4. Yeah. I'll block his 3/2 actually. We'll trade. That's fine. Because now it just makes that really, really bad, I guess. I don't know. Keeps me alive for longer. I like that. Gain the 2 life off of that. Still take 5. Still a big beating. He's back up to 18. But this is the kind of games I like, where it's back and forth a little bit. Like, I really feel like I'm in a good position. But him playing Dissection Tools can completely turn this around for him. Because he's gaining like 4 or 5 life each turn. Yeah, there we go. There's his Waltz of Rage. He would lose it next turn, so he had to play it this turn. That means Resurrected Cultist is coming back. And pass turn. And I can just block the 5/4. That's the plan. He's got 2 cards in hand. We'll see what he can do. I'm flooding out, like, massively. Not again! Dirge. Courage. My fucking ass. Oh, and Glimmerburst. Glimmerburst is such a good card. It's crazy. He's swinging? He's probably swinging with the 5/4. Because he can make a 4/4 flyer after that. And all that's just really, really sad. Sad news for me. Yeah, he's going to gain another 5 life. Go up to 28, probably. I hope he just doesn't attack. That'd be the best news for me. But that seems unlikely. You just swing with the 3/1? It's a safer bet. But why wouldn't you just swing with your 5/4 Death Touch? Lifelinker. That makes you a 4/4 when it dies. I'm confused. But that's okay. We'll take 3. I'm not giving up my blocker. Ooh. Spectral Snatcher. Does he use up a bunch of mana? Player 9/9. No attacks. So if he kills the 9/9, I still want the blocker. I like blocking. Ugh. Usually a fun time. Alright, what's going on next? Let's see how they play out. Because any creature he plays just gets fast and big and sad. Stay hidden, stay silent. Really sad news. He's gonna tap that down. Yep. That's why I didn't attack. And while I like this deck, I like the everything that's been happening with the graveyard. I don't have enough removal in this deck. That's the biggest downside. He's got a flyer. Yeah. This might be over for us. Let's see what we draw. No. Nothing to block the flyer. Alright, we go on to the next one. That's how it goes. I fled out a little bit too much. But that's fine. 3 losses. Only 100 gems. But that's fine. That happens. You win some, you lose some. What time is it? We got plenty of time for another draft, folks. Let's hop into it. Here's the next one. Before this is gone. Because I know everyone does not like the Through the Omen Path set. I went to the pre-release for the Spider-Man set, actually. It was fun to see the Spider-Man cards, and I really like the style and the art of the set. I might be maybe a little in the minority of that, because I like it, but yeah, the draft format itself, really not that fun. And pick 2 draft, I don't know. It just leaves a bad taste in my mouth a little bit. Like, the idea of being able to control what you're getting more is always nice, but I think the idea of going with the flow of what the table's giving you is even more fun. I enjoy that a lot. So let's see what we got for this next one. Fear of Exposure. Actually a good one to start out with. 3 mana 5/4 is an additional cost. I have to tap 2 untapped creatures and or lands I control. It's either that or Clockwork Percussionist, honestly. Clockwork Percussionist is a house. It's a house of a house. And you're saying, Jake, it's just 1/1. If you've never played this format, like I said, Delirium is a big thing. It's an artifact creature. 2 types. It's a 1/1 haster. Smashes you in the face. It's got only 1 mana. Very efficient. When it dies, sacrifice synergies. So you love sacrificing things in a set. The red-black deck. You could just play something from the top. I think that one's probably the pick. If Fear of Exposure comes back around, I'll pick that up. But being able to start strong with a good 1-drop for the Delirium deck is something I really, really like. And then we just get paid off with the second pick with Wildfire Wickerfolk. This 2 mana 3/2 artifact creature. Again, 2 more types. It's got haste, gets the Delirium ability, +1/+1 and trample as long as you get Delirium turned on. That super amazing aggro card. I like Ticket Booth, 2 of them in the pack, so hopefully one of them wheels. I like Manifest Dread to fill up the graveyard, of course, but there's no way if I kind of just want to do the red-green Delirium deck, there's no way I pass Wildfire Wickerfolk. So we're gonna snag that. Start strong. I love playing this red-green Delirium deck. It's so much fun. And then I think Painter Studio might be good. Possible Inferno is very slow. I don't really want to have a 5 mana removal spell just to start off. And having something that just gets more stuff for me to play. With Painter Studio is honestly a fantastic card. Um, yeah, the red room's very surprisingly very good. I don't know if there's anything else that would take in this pack. Like, does more domination. It's okay, not the best. Really, Lane of the Void, not really playable. Finish Some Sight's a good blue card. But right now, if I'm kind of just on this blue, on the red-green train, I'd want to take the Painter Studio. Ooh. And then, there are some good options, but going cheap again, staying safe, taking that 3-drop, it lets me Manifest Dread, fill my graveyard for the Delirium, put a body on the board, and then Tunnel of Hate to give things double strike later. Amazing, amazing card. Say Its Name is good, but yeah, I like getting on the board a lot earlier, especially with this deck, because it's supposed to be an aggro deck. It's not like the last deck I was trying to put together where we're going slow, milling, having fun. All of a sudden there's a 9/9. No, this one we're gonna kill you and do it fast, as evidenced by why I'm immediately clicked on Turn Inside Out. Yeah, I don't like any of these other cards, really. Turn Inside Out, oh, amazing card. I love this card. It is a very simple combat trick. +3/+0. When this creature dies, it Manifest Dread. So, again, I put this on the Clockwork Percussionist. It becomes a 4/1. It trades with almost anything I want it to right then. It goes in the graveyard. It fills my graveyard with that, and then this Manifest Dread lets this Manifest Dread fill my graveyard for more Delirium stuff, get a 2/2, and then this Exiles gets me an extra card to play for my next turn. Fantastic combo potential. I love it. Let's take a Monstrous Emergence, because I've been taking a lot of stuff to from my graveyard, and last deck I did not really have that much removal, so seeing a Monstrous Emergence, very good right now. Peer the Past the Veil. If any of you haven't played this, very, very deceiving gold card. It's, yeah, technically a Delirium card, but you don't want to play this card. You don't want to just discard your hand, draw cards, and hope that it's 4 cards you draw. So we're moving on, grabbing the Monstrous Emergence. Good removal spell for us. Anything else here that we want? I'm going to take the Ragged Playmate. I don't really like this card, but it's an artifact creature, again. So if we need an artifact creature, go into the graveyard. That's what we're going to snag. Ooh, Hand That Feeds. Good 2-drop. I would soon snag out a Ragged Playmate for a Hand That Feeds, because this gets +2/+0 and Menace if we get Delirium. That hurts. A 4/2 Menace for 2 mana? That hurts. That's a very scary card. So we snag it. See what else we can play. We're going to grab the Anthropede. Plant our flag in green. Don't think I'm playing it. Probably not going to play the Anthropede. Oh god, what's going on? Hi, Blossom. And now you get the chance to meet my puppy. This is Blossom. She's been on my lap the whole time, guys. Sneaky little dog. On my lap this whole time. She's getting a little antsy. She's like, why do I have to be here the whole time? Why am I so cute? And just staying here the whole time. Alright, so let's just take stuff that's probably not going in our deck. Final Vengeance. Actually, we're going to grab this just in case we accidentally switch to the black-red deck. Because Final Vengeance is a good removal spell. Very good for sacrificing things to start it off with. And then it just exiles something. Which, if you haven't caught on, exiling stuff in a Delirium set where you want stuff in your graveyard is a very good strategy. Alright. Scorching Dragonfire. We're gonna snag that. That's a good card to start out with. And I'm gonna let her out of the room because she's too antsy. Be right back, guys. His other cards we could take in this pack. Unstoppable Slasher, of course, amazing card to play. Like, even though it didn't turn out so well in our last deck, it still doesn't change the fact that Unstoppable Slasher is an amazing card. But right now, if I'm trying to do Delirium and stay red, I'd rather just take the safe pick. Scorching Dragonfire is just so good. And the long neck, that 4/2 enchantment creature, yeah, it's a big body. It's 3 mana though, a little bit slow, and doesn't do much else other than that. Ooh, have some interesting choices. So, I'm still staying red. Irreverent Gremlin is an amazing card advantage engine. Helps me draw a bunch of cards. So I actually have a lot of 2/2s. Razorkin Needlehead, harder to cast. Whenever an opponent draws a card, it deals 1 damage to them. Which, as soon as you play this, it's kind of just a problem. Right? You play this and your opponent immediately goes, I have to kill this 2-drop. Otherwise, it will destroy me. This also fills my graveyard. Yeah, let's take the Gremlin, because I do love filling my graveyard. It's an amazing card advantage engine. I don't expect the rare to come back around, but that's how highly I love the Irreverent Gremlin. It's so good. Wary Watchdog, 3/1. When enters or dies, I surveil. Not exciting. Good enough. Alright, helps me fill my graveyard a little bit for some Delirium. And a 3/1 for 2. Not sad about that, honestly. Alright, keep going. What do we got? Painter Studio again. Do I want a second one? Because that lets me just buff my creatures a bunch as it's attacking. Green seems to be drying up. Looks like people are just cutting us off green. I don't mind just taking all these red cards. And I want more green to fill up the graveyard for. But the stuff like, I see like Meat Locker this late. Or in pick 4, like, especially. Meat Locker's a good card. Could be there's just not a lot of green cards in this pack. But let's take the Painter Studio. Keep moving on. Cryptic Inspector. Ooh, this is a good one. So whenever face down permanent you control enters, and whenever a creature another permanent controls turn face up, I get a 1/1 counter on this. I have Turn Inside Out. That's a good one. That's some Manifest Dreading. What else do I have for Manifest Dreading? I had 2 Ticket Booths. Okay, that works well enough for me. So now I'm kind of just looking for more of the Manifest Dread payoffs. If I grab this, good 3-drop to help fill out my curve as well. And then we'll take the Slavering Branch Snapper. Good green card for that top of my curve, right? Just for like a good big green creature. The red-blue deck is kind of open, but again, red-blue's not that good. I feel like it, again, from my past experience, if I was ever to try the room deck again, I would just force the Jeskai, try to get more white in there. But that's hard to do, because other people want to just play the white. Ooh, how many? Yeah, need more 3-drops. I have a lot of other things that, but I only have 1. Yeah, only 1 removal spell. That means Scorching Dragonfire is top of my list. Having 2 of those would be much better for me. A lot of people want to play the white-blue deck, right? And if people are just playing that white-blue deck and taking all the good blue cards, then you're really, really like scraping the bottom of the barrel for like good interaction and like card draw that blue has, because like being able to stun people with Meat Locker is so useful. And Meat Locker Downrunner is a stun as the engine that helps you stay alive for so long in that deck. Nah, I'll take the Grasping Longneck. Yeah, at this point, again, it's not an exciting creature, but it's better than not playing a 3-drop when the turn 3 comes around. But I would much rather play Glassworks, the Shattered Yard, as my 3-drop. So let's put that in. Actually, helps me kill something. And then the second mode, where it deals 1 damage each upkeep, that's scary. Honestly, very scary card. Bedhead Beastie, not actually that good. A 5/6 menace, very easy to block, especially when it gets to that late in the game. So, not excited about that. Unholy Heat. Now that's a removal spell. We also got the Thornspire Verge. Hopefully that wheels, but and Coordinated Clobbering too. That's got some good removal spells, but Unholy Heat for 1 mana deals 2 damage, and 5 Delirium it deals 6 damage for 1 mana. 6 damage for 1 mana is silly. Who put the number 6 there? That's silly. So we're gonna grab the silly card. We're gonna put it in our deck. It's got some good Delirium payoffs, hopefully. Wickerfold Thrasher. Ooh. Whenever it attacks, look top 4 cards. Okay. Therefore, look at top card of my library. If it's a land card, put it into the battlefield. If I don't put it in the battlefield, put it into my hand. That's the 4-drop I want. Good Delirium payoff. Big 5/4 body. It's an artifact creature. Again, over and over again, there's a bunch of, it's like a myriad of different types we can be throwing in this deck. Very nice. Oh, Break Down the Door. Or Razorkin Horde Caller. This is where, because I'm doing some good stuff with Delirium, but Razorkin Horde Caller is a ridiculously efficient card. It's so good. We beat it that one game with the other deck, but if you just curve out and just throw this down and they can't deal with it right away, you probably hit them for 8 damage, and you made 2 1/1s. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good card. And then eventually you just throw it away and make it trade for something, and you make another 1/1. It's can be like a 5-for-1. It's ridiculous. We're grabbing that. We're grabbing the Spine Seer Centipede, because again, it's one of the best green cards. We didn't draw it at all last draft, but again, doesn't mean we're not taking it. Not drawing cards doesn't mean they're bad cards. It means we're playing Magic the Gathering, guys. That's what happens. We're here. Norn Swift Survivalist. Not actually that good. Hilarious. He has the Coward type. He's a human coward. But really not the best card to be playing. So we're going to take this Bleeding Woods. Fix our mana. And right now we actually almost have our entire deck of what we want. The only card I would play is Bashful Beastie. That might actually make the cut. We'll have to see. I'm not sure what other straight up 5-drop creatures I can just throw in. And it's not too exciting, but it's alright. When it attacks, gets 4/0. Do I sacrifice it? I don't like that very much. Malevolent Chandelier is the only other one that I would consider. Because putting things in the bottom of your opponent's graveyard, not bad if you're trying to turn him off Delirium. But if I have better things to do, like playing this 7/6 and turning on my Tunnels of Hate, then I would rather do that. We'll take the removal spell. We'll take the expensive removal spell. How many 3-drops do I have? 3 3-drops. Yeah, this is the point where I'm like, dude, I guess I play these Grasping Longnecks. They're really not that exciting. Really not that exciting. So I kind of want to just cut one of them. But here we are. This is our deck pretty much. Just take the last few things that come to us. Grab the prize. Can be a card draw spell if we needed to, but we have so many ways to just keep playing on cards and flip up creatures from Manifest Dread. I don't think we need to draw cards necessarily. We got 2 Painter Studios anyways. So we need 1 cut. I think it's the Ragged Playmate, right? Because otherwise, 3 4-drops, 1 4-drop. Again, Horde Caller, Bashful Beastie, Slaving Branch Snapper. Yeah, because this is the confusing part about this set when you're building a deck. You're like, oh man, you only have 4 3-drops. Well, yeah, yes and no, because I have a Glassworks. Right, technically that's what, 5, 8 mana together, but Glassworks is 3 mana. That's one 3 drop. Take a Booth. I have two other 3 drops, and then two more Painter Studios. So that's 5 other cards. Technically, I have 9 3 drops, right? Um, so that being said, I could cut a Grasping Long Neck because I'd rather have just like I don't know. Both of these are not exciting creatures. The question is, do I just want an extra 4/2 reach that's just a little bit bigger, that gets me more types that go into the graveyard, which is true. But I also don't know how many other. Yeah, I have more enchantments than artifacts, so it's probably the better choice to cut the Grasping Long Neck. Again, just having different variety to turn on Delirium. Do I have instant sorceries? One, for instance, one sorcery. Let's put up. There we go. Split up by creatures. The monstrous emergence. A bunch of instants. Okay, honestly. Yeah. Looking at this. More red than green, but that's fine. Alright, I think this is our deck. Oh god, come back. Once again, if you're enjoying this stream, please give me a follow on Twitch or subscribe on YouTube. Dual streaming right now. Again, whatever platform you want to watch on, it's okay with me. Whatever you enjoy. But following me is one of the best ways to help support the channel. And I'm trying to be on here 2 days a week. Just streaming some fun stuff. Magic most of the time, I'm assuming. Again, I'm fairly new to this, so trying to figure out what I want to be playing and streaming. And, you know, if you all have any suggestions, please let me know what you want to see. And I'll be enjoying this for hopefully some time in the future. Turn 1. We got our Fear of Lost Teeth. Oh. I'm the guy waiting for the instant. I'm the jerk now. Yeah, I think what we do is just wait, pass, let him hit us, see what he plays. A Possessed Goat. Discard 3/1 counters on it. Becomes a demon. End of turn. Activate only once. Okay. I'm just gonna kill that one. Because I don't really have anything that big to block that right now. And I just want to play a Painter Studio. I want to draw some cards. Hopefully I get a land and something else really cool out of this. Alright. So, Manifesting Dread or getting the Wildfire Worker Folk. Let's see what he plays. Oh, he's got a 3/3. Enchantment you control enters when you fully unlock a room. Surveil 2. It's the first time it's revolved this turn. If it's the second time, each opponent discards at the time. If the third time, you put a creature card from the graveyard into the battlefield under your control. Alright. So let's play a 3/2. Yeah. And we'll probably cycle a Slavering Branch Snapper just to make sure we hit our land drops. What do you got? You gonna swing at the 1/1? He probably swings with the 1/1. Because I can't block that. If I do, he's just gonna kill my thing. Do I want to cycle this? Having big 7/6 is probably good. So let's do this instead. Ooh. Play 5/4. Fast turn. Playing some defense right now. Because, yeah, if he starts playing some enchantments, that's bad for me. Yeah. There it is. That's what I didn't want to have happen. But exactly the best card to have in this situation. Just Oblivion Ring with Ward 2. It's ridiculous. Block the Survivor creature. Yeah, kind of want to use all my mana. And I want to protect against any removal he has. So let's just do this. We'll unlock the defaced gallery. If he throws a removal spell on my 4/2, I'll throw out. I'll turn it inside out. Gives me an extra blocker. But this is also why I don't like this 4/2, because I can't block the Fear of Lost Teeth either. So the Fear of Lost Teeth is just going to kill my thing. Oh, okay. You don't want to do anything? That's fine with me. Let's make him get rid of that. Yeah, that's fine. Because now... Hand of Fees is very good. Yeah, let's do this. I want to protect against any removal he has. He seems like he has removal from a black-white deck. He's bringing something back. Got a 5/5. Alright, I lose 2 life. He gets something back. You attacking? Please attack me. I block and turn it inside out. And then check this out. What do I need? I'm gonna throw a land in the graveyard just to make sure Delirium's working well. Alright. And then we get a 7/6. We'll hold the land to taunt him. Or not taunt, just a kind of a fake him out. It's the old land in hand strategy. What's up, THVeen? Thanks for lurking. Appreciate you being here. Hope your stream went well. If you guys haven't checked out THVeen's stream, check it out. A big inspiration for me to start streaming. Oh my god, he draws cards when he attacks too. Ugh, I don't like the black-white deck too much. I don't think it's particularly the best deck. But here we are. It's reanimated. It's absolutely destroying me. I didn't get a good aggro start. And now I'm flooding out. Very, very relatable position most of the time. So we'll see. Can I draw something worthwhile? I don't even think there's anything in my deck that can get me out of this situation. Oh yeah, well, now he's got a menace creature. Yeah. All that is horrible. And we GG's. Scoop it up. But it's not going to stop us from doing the next game. Let's keep it going. Alright. Alright. We're gonna hope something, you know, gets us off a good start this next game. Alright, it just happens. Because I find myself sometimes going through Magic games and I'm counting the amount of lands that I've drawn and counting the amount of lands my opponent has drawn. And sometimes it's just that you draw a few more lands than them, or they draw a few more lands than you, and it's just, some of it, of course, is like that blowout. You're like, wow, I drew all lands. But sometimes it comes down to who's really kind of portioned out their resources to making sure that if I'm in that spot where I'm drawing like 3 lands a turn, 3-4 lands, and it's the late game, and I don't need that to be happening. Do I have a sufficient enough defense to wait out all those turns? If not, then the other guy probably just ran you over real fast, or you are throwing your resources away too too willy nilly, too liberally, right? Like just trading 2 drops if it feels like your opponent will get more out of that than you. Not always the best strategy. So instead, we try to do the best we can with everything that is given to us right now. I don't want this Glimmer Seeker to be here. He's probably going to block my 2-3 if he does. The thing is, I want this to start growing. So what we're going to do is just swing with a 2-2. Hopefully he blocks this. Hopefully he's like, why would you ever do that? Oh well. He's a smart guy. So that means we Scorching Dragonfire it, because we really don't want this to start making glimmers. And we'll get it to face gallery. Maybe I dropped at one point because of that, but it's fine. Oh, goes to the key bear. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do it. Let's unlock the Painter's Studio. Yeah. That way, if I draw a land with this, yeah. Because into my next turn, I can play that. So let's do this. We play the land. Scorching Dragonfire his ass. Smack him for 6. There we go. He's down to 10. See, this is a little bit more like it. Even though I'm not a big fan of Ragged Playmate, this shows why you need 2-drops. Doesn't matter if it's like, again, one of the worst 2-drops in this format. You should play your 2-drops. We get our land. Yeah, let's play a Reverend Gremlin first, because that makes sure that when we start attacking, when I turn inside out on one of these things, the 2-drop comes down and I start drawing cards. Is that it? Alright. Yeah, that's fine. I'm okay with trading off all that stuff. Not gonna throw out a turn inside out if I really, if it's not necessary. Because he's gonna make so many blockers. It's gonna be ridiculous. Gremlin Tamer is a problem. Let's see that come down, and I know most of the time any card he starts playing from here on out, it's gonna just get him a bunch of 1/1s coming after that. Yeah. Got 1/1s. But I think this is where I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. We'll play the Slavering Branch Snapper. And then we'll go attacking with everything. Because he's running out of gas a little bit. And it's fine. Yeah, I want to start drawing cards and everything. Alright, yeah. We pump this because I do want some extra gas on the field. Get rid of a land. It's fine. And flipping this up to a 4-2 is not bad, actually. Oof, the control magic. That's okay. That's why we have this 4-2. If I can draw another card. Oof. Be a little Fear of Falling coming in. When it attacks, that happens. Okay. When it attacks, I get really sad. Okay. This is good, actually. Because I'm killing this flyer. I cannot stand this for very much longer. Then I'm going to ping him for 1 a turn. And put him on a clock. See how he likes that. Not very nice when people attack you, huh? Oh, God. Come on. Yeah, spells. Let's go. I got spells. Yeah, sure. We get him out. He just draws you a card. It's a 3/3. Look at that. It's fantastic. Now I can block his 4/6, though. Which has to happen. This has to go. Please don't have a combat trick. Oh, good. Good. Solid. Yeah. We go swinging. I got a 5/2. You gonna double block me? Nice. Because of that, he doesn't really have any other blockers for my menace creature. That's good. I'm pinging him down for 1. So this is a good back and forth game, actually. Ooh, that's a good card. Optimistic Scavenger is a scary card. If you start drawing him on enchantments, he'll start making things massive. You're attacking? Okay. Alright. You do whatever you want, man. I'm not going to tell him how to play the game. Because now I'm attacking with lethal. He has to trade. And guess what? Clockwork Percussionist draws me a fucking card. So this forest on the battlefield. Gonna be able to use that for mana. Check it out. Oh, nice. Yeah, any good games, because my enchantment's just gonna ping him for 1 at the end of that turn. Woo! And that's honestly, he played that pretty well. I don't like knock my opponent for that, but oh man, when you're in that position, you're like, oh, he's gonna ping me for 1 a turn. I'm kind of in an advantage. I just want to race him a little bit more, but then all of a sudden, my 5/2 Menacer is out there. The hasty 1/1. That's how good Clockwork Percussionist is. It's so good to just draw, even to draw off the top of the deck in a late game. A 1-drop that's really good like that. It's exactly what you want. Helps me win the game. And the combination with that in the Painter Studio, the second half that pumps all my creatures when I attack, that's the good stuff. Oh yeah, that's the good stuff. Whew. Well, I totally missed this. I thought I had stream notifications on, but Vats, thank you for the follow. I appreciate it if you're still here. Tijveen, thank you for the follow. I appreciate all of you for coming in here and just hanging out. Again, if you're a big Magic the Gathering fan, you're of course welcome. If not, right, you are even more welcome, because I love sharing this game with people, even through my losses. Again, I enjoy this game immensely. Some formats less than others, but that's why we're playing some draft today, some Duskmourn draft, because this format's amazing. Like, feeling like the games are like 1 inch away from one of the other guys winning. I like that kind of feeling, and feeling like I did the right thing to play around his removal, or like pressure him on his life total. That feels good. What is this? Acrobatic cheerleader. Okay. Yeah, we'll play a 2-drop. I imagine he might kill my Grevlin, but I'd rather get this on the board now, and I'll kill his 2/2 flyer later. Alright, he plays nothing. So what do? We attack. And we play our own Painter Studio. Draw some cards for us this next turn. Land and land. That is a-okay. Being able to hit our land drops and get those out of the way. Lands, am I right? Lands, am I right? Love the emotes. Anytime I get the chance to use the emote effectively, it's a good feeling. Oh, God. A flyer. Oh, God. This is where I'm not upset I have this in the deck. Yeah, so I do have to play this, but I am going to play this reach creature. First and foremost. Get in with my menace creature. I'm not blocking with it. What you got, opponent? They seem to keep playing their lands. They seem to want to have a good, fair game of Magic the Gathering. Which I'm all for. But I still want to win it. He's got 3 mana. Could be something scary. 4 mana. Even scarier. He has 1 mana open because he could have that like leap. I think there's like a 1 mana combat trick in this format. That's white, which is bad, of course. Swinging with the 2/4s and the 2/2s. Okie dokies. Stopping that. You got the combat trick? Yep, there it is. It's okay. So, let's see what we can do. First things first. Hand that feeds. Because right now it feels like we're kind of just racing. We need a forest into the graveyard. Helps us turn on more delirium. Alright. And then... that actually doesn't get us there. But it dies. You deal power to any target. Okay. So let's do this. We swing. We're still racing. I'm planning on killing the internal phantom. Yeah, okay, that's fine. He's got a 2/5. That tries to pump itself. I kill it. It doesn't actually do anything because Scorching Dragonfire exiles instead of killing things. Still bad news for us. Let's just do a big attack, because this is what? 4. Again, unlock both of these. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Okay. So, this is, if y'all are new to Magic the Gathering, we have this amazing saying that puts all the weight off of your shoulders and completely onto somebody else's. We call it math is for blockers. So we're going to pump our creatures up as much as we can and let our opponent do the math. I think. I don't know if I win. Is that it? Oh, he can block and just do that. But then that means he can only hit me back for 5 in the air. Yeah? So that's an amazing attack. If he can pump his creatures or just have a better block, then that's really good. Ooh, he can give something lifelink. Ooh, that's pretty good. He gives that thing lifelink. Oh, that thing gets lifelink. So now, yeah. Now at this point, it's like, I don't know if he attacks. He really probably shouldn't attack. But the best thing I can do now Smash him in the face. I can't block his flyers, so I'm going to make him do all of this. Do the math. You do the math. Yeah, the Trampler makes it super hard for him. You can't block the 4-2. You got to double block all those. Yeah. Fuck you. I'm sorry, that was really aggressive. Normally, I'm trying to keep this a very strong, very friendly stream, but fuck you, man. I won. Again, I'm sorry. If you enjoy this very, very hyper-aggressive side of me, please give me a follow, subscribe to my channel, and maybe I'll do more of it. I don't like to make a habit of it, but we'll see. Next round. What time is it? All right. Got about an hour left of the stream, folks. Because I got D&D tonight. Thank you, Right Stage Arts. Appreciate it. I'll be more aggressive. But yeah, D&D tonight. I gotta read the book when I'm running. Where my normal DM that I go to the store at, play some Adventures League. She's off tonight, so I get the chance to run my own game. Run a one shot, running something from Candlekeep Mysteries. Will be a lot of fun. It's like a bathhouse adventure. It's weird. They like show up and you're in like a bathhouse. But of course it's not exactly what you think. So I'm excited. Lots of role playing, mystery, some combat, and that more towards the end actually. But I'm all about the role play. Right. I was thinking of doing some streaming on some Baldur's Gate 3 at some point. Let me know what you guys thinking about that. Definitely some modded runs because I have already played so much of Baldur's Gate 3 that at this point throwing those mods on there is probably the best thing for me to keep it more interesting. So let me know if you are excited about that. All right, and I'll plan more of those streams actually because, again, if you couldn't tell, I'm a massive fantasy nerd. With D&D, Wizards of the Coast, I love to get my hands on these types of games as much as I can, because I think they provide a good outlet for anyone that likes to be creative in a game setting. These kinds of games, I think, provide, again, a lot of creativity when you're going through it. In D&D, it's like throughout, like, yes, your character has the creativity for like how you build it and what choices you take for being a gamer and choosing your stats. But I think being able to role play and bring out the personality of your character is the most fun part about D&D. And that goes for me as a DM too, being able to bring out the personalities of the NPCs, the world as a whole, and making it so my players either do or don't mesh with that world is a lot of fun for me. All right, he's attacking. I guess I'll double block this. Which one is this? Midnight Mayhem. All right, yeah, that's scary. He's gonna hit me for 3, but I'm just gonna block one of them. Ooh, I like it. There we go. Smash him. 4-2. I want his most valuable Slayer off the board. I don't care if he blocks my 4-2. That's horrible. I hate this thing. Well, I love it, but I hate playing against it. It's a good card. Ah, the Impossible Inferno. Damn. All right. Well, let's see. You can't be blocked. No, because he's gonna double block with some 1/1, so I let him do that. All right, you just throw out a bunch of shit on the board. If nothing works, play a lot of shit. More shit counters less shit. That's what I've learned from StarCraft 2, folks. Which I'm not gonna stream that game. I enjoy that game as like a spectator sport. It's very interesting. I think StarCraft 2, amazing spectator sport game to see like the skills of those kinds of players. But God, is that so much to handle? It's a ridiculous amount to handle. Ooh, I can kill something. Yeah, I'm gonna kill his most valuable Slayer. Because he wanted to get aggro when I have the bigger board. That's a mistake, folks. That's what we call a mistake, folks. He's going to block all my stuff. Solid. Alright. He's still going to take 4, 5, 6 damage. And then next turn I activate the Shattered Yard, and then he has way less time. What are you doing? He's double blocking and jumping. Okay. Alrighty. He's at 2. I think this will be good. I'm at 14 life, and I've got 5 attackers. What's he gonna do? He's bringing something back. He's got his monkey back. Look out, it's a monkey toy. I love this card. It's such a good card. Clockwork Percussionist is so good. Just look at that. That artwork's crazy, too. Again, another positive thing about playing Magic the Gathering. If you're sitting here and your opponent's just like, how am I ever going to lose and win this game? And you're just stumped. You just look at the artwork. Look at that. Surgical suite. Hospital room. What you doing? Coming at me? Okay. Gonna block. Just to stay high life total. He gets a planes. Doesn't make any difference. Glassworks, Shattered Yard, Centipede. That's creepy though. When you look a little closer to some of those cards, you're like, why is that creepy as hell? GG's. We ranked up. We're at gold 3. Don't worry. I'm good at Magic, guys. I am good at Magic. Alright, where are we at now? We got 3 wins. Awesome. I'm hoping to make back the entry fees from the other the other drafts I'm just throwing away. But it's okay. Because last draft you missed it. We only got 1 win, which big difference in the reward fee. So I'm always happy with some more rewards. Ooh, we got more mastery stuff. You get to see how I'm gonna customize my channel, guys. I usually like to wait to just get the sleeves and stuff, even though I don't really change the sleeves around that often. But it's a lot of fun feeling like I'm filling out a collection of cosmetics. Anything in the store today? No, nothing except for these. Oh, the dragon promo lands are awesome. Get some wastes in there. Ugh. I love the artwork and on these cards sometimes. They're so cool. Some of them you're like, okay, that's all right. Like this, pretty decent. I can't draw anything like that, so I can't knock those artists for actually doing something very detailed like this, right? So again, I don't hate any of it, but there's always the cards that you love more than the others. I haven't seen much of the art from the Omen Paths because I kind of just avoid it because I'm, again, not super amazed with that set. But stuff like this, like Demonic Council, look at that. Look at those hands. Look at those hands. They look good. I couldn't even draw anything so close to this either. But I enjoy the feeling that the art gives off in this set. Again, incredibly creepy horror movie vibes. But imagine having the talent to give off that vibe by drawing a picture. That's amazing. I think that's absolutely amazing. So good on all these artists from Magic the Gathering that get commissioned by Wizards of the Coast. That and I think some of my most favorite recent artworks I've seen from like fantasy works is all the stuff in the new player's handbook for Dungeons and Dragons, the 2024 rules. That's got some amazing artwork. All the bards look so good in all their artwork. Oh, it's amazing. Get out there, appreciate some art, y'all. Right? Doesn't have to be fantasy art. Doesn't even have to be pictures. Some sort of art in your life makes you feel. And feeling is what being alive is about. Right? He's got a Bailmart Leech. Or we're going to kill it, make him sad. That's not really a scary card, but, you know, killing a 2-mana thing with a 1-mana thing feels good. And like we said, we're all about feeling today and forever. Alright. He's got nothing. He's got nothing going on. So I'm just going to play my Haster. I'm going to play my 3-2 Haster. Hope he doesn't have any removal spells. Smash him for 5. Oh, he's got a 3-2. Good combat trick to stop me. But that's okay. Let's keep it going. What else you got? What else you got? Ooh. That stops me in my tracks a little bit. That's alright. We'll wait here. I will not block, or I will not attack. My turn? Oh, he's gonna be nice and just not attack? I thought I was going down to 15 that turn, guys. Whew! What a nice guy. Sometimes your opponents are just so nice. And, you know, you can only just appreciate it, you know? Like, look at this. Because now I can double block, and that's not good for him. Do I? Nah, because I win that attacks. No. I think I just take the 5. I want to turn Delirium on, but I'm hoping he plays something smaller for me to kill. I don't want to just like throw some stuff away and give him a free 2 for 1. When this next turn, I'm just going to play the 7/6. And we pass. See what he's got. He's got 4 mana. Ooh, so he blows up my thing. That's okay. Oh, now he wants to attack. Alright. So now we double block. Okay with that, because I don't want to give him a Manifest Dread thing. Ooh. And what I might do... This seems really inefficient. Might like Scorching Dragonfire his thing if he wants to trade off 5/4s. Because that gives my thing a... Uh-oh. He's bringing something back. Okay. But that gives my thing the ability to not... He's just going to swing. Okay. Alright, that's fine. Yeah, I just want to exile something at some point with Scorching Dragonfire. What do we got? Enchantments. Do I have a land in my graveyard yet? I do not have a land in my graveyard. So let's fill the graveyard with some lands. Get the Delirium going. Yup. Turn. Alright, let's kill the 2/2. Alright. We got our blockers, boys. Let's see. I don't like the fact that he has cards in hands. 2 cards. It's very bad news. But right now, there's not much else I can do. Oof. The removal spell. The classic. That's good. Oh, and that's game. Alright. It's all the lands. And he had the removal spells. Can't be upset about that. That's okay. Good game from the opponent. Alright, let's try to get at least 4 wins. That, like, almost pays us back the entry fee. That's the goal still. To almost get paid. Right? Dragonomics. Up in our next round with our red-green Delirium deck. Oh, yes. Clockwork Percussionist. Always a good time. Start with our mountain. Smack them down to 19. Right. Got my mediocre creatures. But of course, being able to curve out in a mediocre manner, still better than not being able to curve out whatsoever. So, get my 2-2 down. What you got? Ooh, is the white-blue deck. Not a fan of that. If you play something really scary, I'm gonna just get rid of it. Not too scary. Gets rid of my 2-2. Not that upset by that. We send a message, and we smack him for 1. So you lose all abilities. Damn, I can't even make things unblockable now. Alright. Yeah. We need our land drops, folks. So we throw away this. That's what he's for. This is why we put it in the deck. Yes, I love big 7/6s. But not hitting our land drops is unacceptable. We swing. He trades. And we get to exile something. It's always good news. Actually a fantastic exile, because we can just get the Razorkin Horde Caller down next turn and just smash him for some hasty damage. Ooh, he's got his land. He's at 13. It works. Abandoned campground. Look at those fucking doors floating there, dude. What's going on at that campground that's abandoned? That's what I want to know. But here I am. Too busy playing card games to find out. We smash him with the 4/4. Make a 1/1. He's only got a 2/2. See what? He bounced something to the hand? What did he bounce? I'm just not paying attention, apparently. Oh, he bounced my Grasping Long Neck. Okay, that's not bad. We smash him. Ah, damn. What a jerk. He doesn't like being smashed. Alright, that's fine. We keep playing our cards. Keep going. And see, here's the dilemma is like, yeah, this might be a 5-drop. This might be a 3-drop. But being able to just, yeah, I think I just kill this now. I don't know what it is. What could it be? A Plains. Yeah. That's okay. Better safe than sorry. If he had something big, like a big old 4/4 or 5/5 underneath that thing, that would have been a problem for me. So now the way is open for me to attack, and ideally, you know, if he plays like another 2/2 or something, it's going to be hard for him to block all the attackers I got coming at him. Do you have counterspell? Okay. He's got a counterspell. That is allowed. I'm still smashing you for 5. And I think that's just good for me, though, because he had to use 2 spells on that, right? Put it back, and then he had to counter it. And all I'm doing is just continually smashing him in the face while this is happening. That's less exciting. Ooh. I do like Monstrous Emergence. Helps me kill things. Let's get him down. Hit him to 3. He's going to start drawing cards, too, which is bad. But luckily, I'm at 20. And I still have, like, the ticket booth things that let me ping him for 1 every turn. So ideally, I survive this. And like we were talking about earlier, I still have resources to defend myself if he starts trying to come back. And I still have resources to finish off the game if he tries to come back. Which I don't put it past the blue-white deck to be able to do. Blue-white is a very scary deck in this format. If they get all their payouts out on the battlefield early enough, it just feels like they overwhelm you with value, and you could never do anything as cool as they are doing. It's just horrible. Whoop. Trying to figure out how to do the Bannon thing as a mod. Mod view for myself. For myself. Makes a lot more sense. Alright, here we go. Alright. What are we up to? So he's got a fuck ton of cards in hand. I got a menace creature. It's actually very good. This thing is stunned forever. It's coming up in 2 turns actually, but feels like it's stunned forever. All right, that's tap too. Got to get rid of my 1/1 as well. Got something for the 1/1. All right, he's got a 1/1 to block the 1/1. Keep playing our lands. I do still feel good, but the fact that he's not giving up is always scary. The fact when you're like, man, I feel so good in this spot, and he's sitting there and be like, I got it. I totally got this, is also a scary prospect at a certain point. See, there he goes. He's bringing stuff back. He's playing a 4/4 flyer. There he goes. All right. We're going to kill his 4/4. Get rid of that. We passed the turn. Because there's no way he's attacking. But I do want to block. Shuffling it in. Manifest in Dread. Again, I'm really just looking for the thing that pings him on my end step or on his upkeep. I forget when. But that's what we're looking for. Alright. We're waiting. Waiting for something good. Ooh, yeah. Yep. Kill that. Ooh, he's got something to counter. Actually, I'm okay with that. If he can't really have that many more counter spells. That's 2 of them, right? Yeah. Let's double strike something. Whee! That's the sound of double striking. Whee! Either one. Doesn't matter. Neither of them are creatures. So they're just attackers. Nice. He's going to keep drawing cards. He's got 5 cards in his library. What happened? When did he draw his whole deck? Excuse me? I missed this completely. Well, he's got all these Drown Diners and everything. Holy hell. All right, new plan. New plan. Survive until he... Holy hell. Yep. Chump block. You gave me chump blockers. I chump block. Yeah. We get a 3/1. Yeah. See, I don't want any more cards in my library. But he probably wants more cards in his library. he plays like 2 more enchantments. Oh. You're not putting anything back, right? Or you're not didn't mill anything, are you? There's no Thassa's Oracle in this set. Am I crazy? Why is he drawing his whole library and staying at 1 life and not conceding? Am I sweating for no reason? Very worried about what's going on. Again, if he plays another enchantment, I win the game. Unless that enchantment just wins him this turn. So, he's got so much going on. When did he draw his whole deck? Somebody explain. He's going hard. He said math is for blockers. Guys, he knows. He knows about math. Yeah. 369. Yeah, we do this. I'm looking for the thing. That's not the thing. Come on, thing. How many lands do I have in my deck? 4, 5, 6, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. So I got 5 more lands in my deck. 10 of them are non-lands. He's bouncing a bunch of shit. See, this is what I was talking about. Look at this. It's absolutely insane. I have 2 cards that just win me the game and 5 cards that just lose me the game. Horrible feeling. He's at 1 life. Yeah, because I needed to block everything because I knew there's no way he's got like 6 cards in hand and he's not gonna play more blockers while he's at 1 health. Oh my gosh. Well, that's the benefit of drawing your whole deck. You can pretty much play your whole deck. Well, that was good. GG's. Good game. We still got 40 minutes left before I have to hop off. So I don't think. Do I have enough time? No, because this is gonna end in like 12 hours, and I don't think I have enough time to kind of just draft and play more. So let's do this. Well, I'll hop on and just kind of grind the game, the decks I usually play, in some of the other formats. Get more wild cards. I like all this. More Dustborn packs. I earn those. Hey, and good news, guys. I got plenty of gold from our drafts. The entry fee paying back still enough from our drafts. So later we'll do some more. But those are fun. I love Dustborn draft. It was a ton of fun. Actually, the more I think about it, I'm not sure how much drafting I'll do because I know that after Dustborn draft, they're supposed to put back Modern Horizons 3. And I don't know. I know Vats. I wish they had Shock in this format. But I didn't like Modern Horizons 3 as much. I know it's a very polarizing set. A lot of people really, really liked it, actually, and thought there was so much depth and like a ton of fun to it. For me, feeling like it was Eldrazi or bust, and then eventually it was like energy or bust, or like finding, and I feel like the lanes that you're putting in Modern Horizons 3 are so synergy heavy, and that format is so synergy heavy that if you're not exactly doing that and doing things like it feels like you're supposed to be doing in Cube, in like Vintage Cube, then you're just falling behind in Modern Horizons 3 draft. And I didn't like it too much. While I love the synergy draft, it just feels like it's too like over the top of how I like to play limited Magic, where you saw that it was a bunch of back and forth, the removals, the combat, trading creatures. And it's funny I say just trading creatures because I don't see that too much in many of the other like formats. Like I'm about to jump on some other stuff that I usually play. I don't usually play any of those like I play like a lot of spell heavy, not a lot of creature decks. Because that's one of my favorite ways to play Magic is to completely ignore the conventional ways of how you do it and play more spells. Hold on one second. Oh, I'm back with a grunty little girl. Do you hear this? Hmm? Yeah. She's loud as hell. I don't know if you guys heard that in the other room. Trying to have a explain Magic calmly to stream. And she's yapping and yelling about everything. But Blossom's back, everybody. Now calm down. Oh yeah, Blossom's here, TJ. Don't worry. But I love trading creatures. I love feeling like it's like back and forth, and you're hanging on the edge by 1 health. Like that last match, my opponent coming back from 1 health. I'm impressed. That was great. Great Magic by him. But a lot of these other like formats are very synergy heavy, and if you're not super prepared for exactly what's going on in the whole format, then you feel like you're falling behind a little bit. So I like just, jumping in some good, feels like low power Magic. That's what I feel like limited is like. Not to say that this isn't fun, because we'll just do some. I like doing best of 1 with these decks. These decks lose too much if I do best of 3. It's too easy to sideboard and destroy these decks. But this first one is I get a lot of inspiration from mtggoldfish.com, Saffron Olive's decks, if you guys have seen him. This is kind of a little bit of a variation on his blue-white taxes deck that he had. So we got Rhystic Study, makes people pay 1 unless they cast a spell. We got Ghostly Prison, makes them pay 2 if they want to attack with a creature. We got Smothering Tithe, makes them pay 2 if they want to draw a card, right? Or if they do draw a card, right? So basically taxing them on everything that they're trying to be doing in this deck. And then eventually we're going to be trying to shuffle everything back, drawing 7 cards with either emergency powers or commit to memory, right? And when we do that, we have to make sure we have a Smothering Tithe out, because if we make our opponent draw 7 cards with our emergency powers or commit to memory, then we get 7 triggers from Smothering Tithe, right? And then we kind of just keep blowing off a bunch of spells, go through our deck, keep taxing them, making them feel like everything is ridiculously expensive, and because they can't pay their taxes, they lose, and they go to jail. So, we're going to play some blue-white taxes. Playing some Historic, which is the kind of like Pioneer with Alchemy cards, I feel like. Not exactly, right? Because they've added a bunch of other like old cards into that are like, they're not even modern legal, and they're not. Some of them aren't Pioneer legal either, but they're you can play them in Historic. I find like this is the only format on Magic Arena you can play all these cards together in one format and it feel effective. Otherwise, either it's just too fast, or you just can't play these cards together. But starting off, I don't know if we keep this. I want more lands. Yeah, let's mulligan, because I'd rather get like a Rhystic Study in here. No, this is even worse. Alright, we're mulligan. Oh, this is even worse. Do we keep this? Because we got a bunch of 1-drops. Alright. We're doing it. Again, these decks don't win often. So when we're done with drafting, I'm not trying my absolute hardest. I'm just gonna these are mostly fuck around decks. And when they pop off, it's hilariously satisfying. When they don't, people run you over. So we're gonna see. Holy crap! I gotta emote him. Lands, am I right? He's got lands, dude. Oh my god. He's crying. I say I don't like creatures. These are the only creatures I have in my deck. Oh my god. He's got 2 lands. He's so much better than me. Jesus Christ. Alright. See, here's the thing, though. We'll eventually draw all the cards in our deck. What's he got going on over there? It's all mountains. Either way, whatever he's going to play, I'm going to tax him. What do you got, dude? See, he went down to 1 card in hand, but now he's got 4 mountains on the battlefield. It's got to be something. Oh, he's comboing. I see. This might be bad for us, guys. He might just combo off and kill me. Oh, God. Alright. But here's what he doesn't know. I can still fragment reality him and fuck him up. Aha! Whew! So, craziness. Alright, so yeah, so people haven't seen this. It's nuts. You kind of want to you try to ramp to geological appraiser, and then you like discover 3, and that lets you like cast stuff off your library for like mana value 3 or less, or if it's just 3, I'm not sure. But then you get stuff like the mirror image, and then you keep copying your geological appraiser, and then you just have 50 geological appraisers that smash you. I don't think he actually wins that turn anyways, because I have my ghostly prison up, and he couldn't pay any mana to attack me. So yeah, that was good though. Sometimes all it takes is 1 spell, and that's it. Very satisfying. Next. See if we get some more big combos out of this Taxes deck to show off. Because it feels good when you get down like 3 heuristic studies. Or like, and everything's just drawing you a million cards. Alright. This hand's pretty good. Pretty decent. Would like a little bit of early interaction, but I value Taxes over everything else. I got some Smothered Ties. Got the Esper Sentinel, which they only trigger off of non-creature spells, but that's fine. We can get rid of this Elvish Mystic. Elves, one of the worst matchups for this deck. Just straight up. Which, I don't think it's a very good thing if I'm like, yeah, one of the most popular decks in this format. Really good against this deck. Probably not a good thing. We're probably just going to surrender really fast. And be really sad when he eventually pops off with 1 million mana. Oh my god, he has so much mana. So that taps for each elf on the battlefield. That taps for each creature on the battlefield. And then he gets a Crater Hoof Behemoth. No, I lose. Alright. If I had white mana, I could Divine Purge and stop all of this, but I don't. I was trying to think if I could sack the Field of Ruin and get it, but no, that's not enough mana for it. That's a GG. And I just don't feel like fighting through all that mana. Alright. Taxes. Come on, Taxes. If this doesn't pull off any cool combos anytime soon, we'll switch to another one, which is a prison deck that I have. double checking something on the stream stats. There we go. Keep watching. Alright. Colorless lands and blue mana. No white mana, but I like this hand better. Yeah, we'll keep this one. We'll get rid of the Sphere Safety, even though it's an amazingly powerful defense card. A little slow right now, and I kind of like just having these 3 drops to just play, and eventually we'll throw out a Sphere Safety later. Because having 1 Ghostly Prison most of the time is good for just slowing you down. I'd rather have like 1 Ghostly Prison early game than like just that 1 Sphere Safety to hopefully stop any aggro draws. Because again, if this was like 2 mountains and he just started throwing red creatures at me, Ghostly Prison would be very, very good. But he seems to want to ramp to lands. Is he a domain deck? He's not. I don't think it's domain exactly. Oh well, we're gonna keep playing taxes cards because he needs to pay his taxes. Everybody's gotta pay his taxes. That's the 2 things unavoidable in life: death and taxes. And I'm just here for the latter. People think they get away from life's worries. Nope. You got taxes and Magic the Gathering, dude. It's rough. Ooh, Overlord of the Hauntwoods. That's a good one. He's gonna make some stuff. So he might be a domain deck, actually. You might just be taking some like the standard domain decks and just going for it. Which, that's not a bad thing. A lot of times standard decks nowadays do really well when you kind of just port them over to a different format. But I think we're doing pretty well with being able to throw out a Ghostly Prison at least for some good defense. That makes his job really hard. Max makes it so if he wants to attack with these 2 flyers, he's got to pay 4 mana. Right? And he's only got 5 mana right now. Ooh, there's the domain. Ooh, he can get rid of my Ghostly Prison? Yeah, he probably will. Okay, that's fine. I'm still going to be drawing a ton of cards. I got 2 Rhystic Studies down. And there's no way he's paying for the Smothering Tithe. Because he's Mr. Mana over there. He wants to use all of it. He's Mr. I have so many different colors and I can't afford to not have the colors I need right now. Ooh. He's going to destroy something. Which actually makes me sad. But what he doesn't know is I'm going to make him even sadder. But that's the question. Do I play Ghostly Prison first or Smothering Tithe? Because this is going to be tapped. This is too expensive to die to my Divine Purge. So we'll play our tap land. Yeah, let's just make it hard for him to attack. Because this is the best trick we can be doing right now to kind of just set ourselves up. Because if he attacks with, yeah, we're just gonna make it hard for him to attack. If he wants to cast something too, then I'm also gonna counter it. And he's got to pay 3, otherwise it gets countered. So a lot of times it kind of just stacks up over and over. Yeah, he's not attacking this turn, and he's not allowed to have this either. So I'm taking it away from him. Yep, that's it. Now we look at each other. This is how this goes a lot of times. You do it, and he's like, all right, what do I do now? It's like, nothing, dude. You can't attack me. This is how this goes. You're just kind of sad now. All right, let's do this. Get our Smothering Tithe out. Yeah. So how much money? He's got 2, 4, 6. He can attack with something if he wants. So we do this. We just kind of throw out the Divine Purge. Just get rid of some of the 2 ones. And then I also want my Esper Sentinel out. Taking 2 for it, but that's okay. I want to try to ramp a little bit, see if I can draw with Blue Sun Zenith to refuel a little bit. I know refueling is mostly a Ristic Studies job, which is always good. Yeah, he's probably not paying this, because if he wants to attack, then yeah. Okay, solid. Refueling more. Ugh, the lands. You know, doesn't matter that, this deck's meant to draw a lot of cards. I still got lands in my deck. It's rough. Oh god, don't make that. Don't play that. Don't play Zur. That's gonna make things hurt. And lifelink and hurt. Well, I'm drawing a bunch of cards, actually, so this is pretty nice. Nope. Nope. He doesn't have any mana. And this is the really, really frustrating part about this deck. Now he's like, alright, cool, alright, next turn, I have so many creatures. I have plenty of mana. I will use the mana to attack. Alright, I will. Oh. Alright, back to square one. And we kill this because he wants black mana, and I don't want him to have black mana. Damn, he's got black mana. He's smart, and he put a swamp in his deck, guys. Lessons learned to you. Play your basic lands. Don't let me get you. So I will get you playing these Fields of Ruins. If you don't have basic lands, I will strip mine you. It's so much fun. So don't let me get you. Oh, nice. Nice. He's going to get something out there. He's going to pump something up. He can pump something up, but he still can't attack it. Oh, he can. Oh, he can. He can he? That's fine. He can smack me for 5. We're not winning by life this game. This is not how this works. We win by approach of the Second Sons. I forgot to say how this deck wins, instead of just drawing a bunch of stuff over and over again. Eventually, we're going to cast this twice and just win the game. So, it's okay. You play with your life total. Your life total is a resource, folks. Which means he's perfectly allowed to do all that. My turn. Yeah. Gonna get rid of that. Yeah. Yeah, I don't really want him to have a 5/5 just hanging out. Because he's got more impending counters on those other stuff, on the other stuff. Is this really mean? Does he have a second swamp? Let's find out, folks. Yeah? No? Does he have a second swamp? He doesn't. here's the oops. Oops. No swamps. Oops. We got him, folks. I just enjoy it when people are like, all right, all this needs to stop. I'm throwing out my removal spells. This is all just too much. On his upkeep. He hasn't drawn anything yet. Okay, Ghostly Prison. That's allowed to go away. He doesn't really have any creatures to attack me with right now, so that's completely fine, actually. Damn, he is not a fan of paying taxes. He's got 1 mana. What's he going to do with this 1 mana? Other than pay the Ristic Studies. He's just not a fan of paying his taxes. Alright. So what can we do? We can draw 4 cards. Let's draw 4 cards. Solid. Okay. And then we get some untapped lands going down. Where's our deserted beach? There we go. Untapped dual lands. Sphere of Safety. Now he can't attack us based on the X number of enchantments we have, which is a lot of enchantments. And then we got our Ghostly Prison. So it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 mana if he wants to attack. 6, 7. Yeah. So none of that's really going to work. So let's do this. Play our Esper Sentinel. And then discard a bunch of bullshit. Don't worry, we will play this eventually. We're gonna make sure that we have plenty of defense set up first. That's how this works. Sometimes the 7 life is just enough defense to just keep going, but he's just doing too much big mana stuff right now. That right now he's gonna do that, yeah. He's gonna try to destroy something. And he's allowed to. That is the rules of the game. Oh, he's definitely going to concede. We can see that. He blows that up. He can't attack. Alrighty. I want my Ghostly Prisons back, though. So, we're going to Fragment Reality those. Ooh, he gets his Zur. That's fun. It's 3 mana? That's fine. How much mana we got? 7, 8, 9, 10 mana? Alright. Don't want to commit to memory, because I just have way more cards than him. I want more treasures coming down, though. So we do that first and foremost. Yeah, let's Divine Purge this Zur away. Because this giving all his enchantment creatures hexproof is a pain in the ass for what we want to do. We want to make him attack, pay 4 mana, and then we Soul Partition something back to his hand for whatever he wants. Okay, that's fine. You can... That is also allowed. Yeah, there's no way he pays both the Smother and Tide triggers, right? He's too greedy. He's never paid any taxes before. And that's his mistake. Because now it's just enough mana for Soul Partition. Yeah. So we don't want to bounce that. Alright, we're drawing cards. 1, 2, 3. That is bad. Because he can still smash me for a little bit. Let's stay at a high life total. The thing is, either I just try to get rid of the Zur to make it so he doesn't have a lot of stuff, or I make his life harder because he wants to make a bunch of creatures to get some attacks in. How many other Wraths do I have left, though? So I've used 1 Day of Judgment, 1 Supreme Verdict. I think I have like 1 more Supreme Verdict in this deck. Trying to remember. Not sure, though. Alright. Ow. We gain some life. How much mana has he got? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 11 mana. I want to make him... Yeah. So it's not enough mana to like play this and also hope that and get more commit mana up, but that's fine. We're hoping he keeps trying to play spells. He keeps drawing cards. He keeps letting us draw cards. Because eventually, the idea is, you know, he draws us a bunch of cards, and it draws us back into our approach of the Second Sons. But right now, we're a little shields down. So he can hit us, but he's got to pay 6 mana for each creature he wants to hit us. Which means if he wants to play his Overlord of the Mistmoors, then he can't attack us. It's that trade-off, the taxes. And we stare at each other. Right? Classic taxes gameplay. Say it here, we stare. He's attacking? He got something going on? Yeah. Alright. Because if he doesn't just play anything, we might just have to memory some stuff back. Or we should double commit. We have so much mana. We might double commit something. Just commit the Zur, commit the Overlord when he attacks next turn. Puts a spell or permanent on top of the library second at the top. Nice. Alright. You are allowed to make that a 6/6. That's allowed. What you got? Alright. We untap an island. A sad, sad island. So, our options. How much mana does he have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So we can't attack with 2 creatures. Which means I can double commit something, go to 1, then I still don't draw a lot of cards. I think the plan is commit some stuff. How much mana do I have? 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I can double commit things. I'll probably commit the Leyline Binding back because I just want more Ghostly Prisons. Yep, there we go. And then I can memory back. Draw some cards. Let's see if I get anything worthwhile. Sphere of Safety is actually really, really good. That's gonna make him make it impossible for him to attack. As long as he doesn't kill it, that's fine. You're allowed to do whatever you want and remove things. I'm probably just gonna fragment reality the thing anyways. Still not a fan of paying taxes, I see. That's fine. Actually, resolve all. I want to say the fragment reality. It's a good removal spell. Right. Well, I am just going to be playing everything from my hand and reshuffling everything. So let's do this. We do get rid of Leyline Binding. Because honestly, it's a good time. It's good to exile the Leyline Bindings. Get them all out of here. Because it's an obnoxious-ass removal spell. He gets his Overlord. That's fine. We play Sphere of Safety. He's even sadder than he has been. Because now he's got to pay 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. He's got to pay 18 mana to attack with one creature. 18 mana. Here's my Esper Sentinel. I got a blocker just in case, dude. You ain't getting through. You got to pay your taxes, and you got to get through my blockers. Here's the emergency power. We're going to do it again, folks. Here's the fun part of the deck. Is where he just has to watch. He has to watch me play Solitaire. Dude, I know I should be permanently arrested for all these ridiculous shenanigans. No one should ever allow me to play Magic the Gathering, ever, because of this strategy. This is also why we don't play these kinds of decks in real life. Like taxes and prison decks. Only online. That's the rule. Only online. I live in places where it's legal to be mean to people while playing Magic the Gathering. It's great. Alright, we're at the board. Here's Sphere Safety Part 2. Now he's got to pay like 22 mana to attack. No. It's like 40 mana or something at this point. I've only got 5 mana though. So, very soon. Oh, really? Magic the Gathering is very popular in prisons. I would have never thought about that, actually. That's a way to help people reform card games. Keep it simple. Be creative, right? All right. No, he's milling? Oh. What does this one do? Because I think that's bad. I think I have to commit to memory that one. Temporary lockdown is like all 3 or less. Exile each non-land permanent mana value 2 or less until this enchantment leaves the battlefield. Okay, so he's kind of just going to get rid of my mana right now. Okay. We're going to commit that. That goes away. Alright, play more spells. Let me draw more cards, please. Don't need batteries or anything. Either, and maybe teach some people how to read. Yeah, definitely. Because there's definitely been a lot of like big wordy interactions that they like to put on Magic cards because Magic players like to feel smart. So that'd be a great solution. Dual discs in the prison yard would be awesome and crazy. They should definitely replace all the basketball courts with the holographic dual discs setups out there. Might get stabbed for a counter spell. Honestly, I see that. I see that happening. I really do. I wouldn't survive in prison. Now we all know. Oh, he's about to learn a really hard lesson. So we're gonna get through all these triggers first. And then we're going to talk about the lesson he's about to learn. So he's got Cavernous Souls here, which makes it so whatever creature spell he casts cannot be countered by some spells. But tell me, where does it say counter the spell on commit? It doesn't. You put the spell or non-land permanent in its owner's library second from the top. I'm not countering it. I'm just following the rules of the game. How the game is played. And I'm just a rule follower. That's it. The line. Alright, you can have this one. I don't have any more counter spells. I do have counter spells in the deck, but he can take away all my mana right now. That's fine. You're allowed to do that. Alright, good game, boy. That was a very good game. I'm gonna put him out of his misery. We're done. Good game, good game. I enjoy this deck. 3 Ghostly Prisons. So let's count how much you would have actually had to do. Do I have 2 Sphere Safeties? Did I put it down? No, it's just the one. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 plus 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. No, I did have the second one out here. It's just not counting it, right? It's somewhere out here. So in that case, be 19 mana for one of it times 2. That'd be 20. No, that's 38 mana. And then 2, 4, 6, 8. 46 mana to attack. Yeah, it's rough. It's hard to pay your taxes, dude. They just add up. This life lesson for you guys: pay your taxes. All right, but I think that's about it for me. It is 5 o'clock where I'm at. I need to prepare for my D&D game tonight, so we're gonna be logging out. Thank you all so much. I'm gonna try to do some streams Monday at a regular time. I want to try to aim around noon Pacific Coast time. That's a goal for me. Again, this is my very first stream. Thank you all for joining. Please follow on my Twitch, subscribe on my YouTube if you want to see more of these. I'll be trying coming out Monday and hopefully a little bit later in the week. Wednesday, Thursday, we'll see how it goes. But yeah, everybody take care, and I'll see you next time.